Okay. Hello, hello. What a mess. It's always a mess, though. I never have a good opening for my streams because it's always me just being like, hi. I should, like, have something interesting. I forgot to change the notification. Oh, yeah. That's how you know I was tired yesterday. Is my mic on? I hope it is. Yep, 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 yep. We're in just chatting. Oh, how annoying. Oh, there doesn't seem to be anybody here despite the wait, so... Oh, 5 minutes. Oh. To be fair... My lip sync is not working. To be fair, I had a pizza in the oven, like, 2 minutes ago. Because I got home, like, 20 minutes ago. So, that is why this is such a little mess. The reason why I scheduled the stream so early, even though I like barely get home before it, is because like it's 10 p.m. already for me. I don't want to start at 11, you know? So, I mean, I could. It's not like I have to go to sleep, but my family, they kind of want to sleep, you know? So that's why. Do I need to tag people again? Does nobody have notification? Ah. Hey, one person has their birthday today. You have been summoned. Hi. Hold on, I need to say happy birthday. Whose birthday is it today? If you check the cult, you're gonna see the event. I don't know if I can say by name, you know? They haven't actually talked to me about this, so maybe I'm not going to say by name. I have my Honkai Star Rail on the background. So I'm gonna click those very quickly because I haven't done nothing today. Also, I want to fix my lip sync so bad. Why is it so small, you know? Like, I know I kind of mumble, but like, really? Does that help? Does that? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't it help? Do I have to do that by my phone? You're gonna suffer with being kind of close to me now. Does that help? I don't think it does. If I just mumble, does it still show that I'm opening my mouth? I feel like it doesn't. Well, I guess this is how we do it. I might have to like separately do my lip sync. Actually, if I say oh, yeah, it's not enabled on my phone. That's so weird. It's on my computer. I'm going to have to do that because it's kind of awkward for me to do And I think my phone wants my mic for that. So that's why. I went to a quotes channel and saw someone say, "Oh, is it somebody from the group?" Because there's a big difference, you know, if it's somebody else, because they could technically have permission if it's somebody else, like outsider. That sounds mean, but I mean like outside of the group that we have. Which group? Well, the quote. But yeah, I have my pizza right here, so that's great. You're gonna maybe suffer with hearing me munch on that. Also, I love this background that I chose today. Hello. I feel like I'm actually an adventurer just going around the world when I change my background every time. It's like I actually moved in that time to somewhere else. I think it's fun. I like to think that it's kind of canon. I mean, of course it is. I am an elf who travels. Yes. Oh, I could post a TikTok about being live. I never do that. But I'm going to stop tracking for a second. I'm just stuck. Ah. I really should figure out um how to stream like on multiple places, because some people stream also on TikTok, and I feel like that could actually be kind of beneficial. But I kind of hate how the TikTok live system works. Not that I have used it that much, because I hate it. Of course, that picture doesn't save on my phone. Rosa, the tracking is back. Why did I look so disgusted for a second? Like, oh, look at you being pretty and Stop it! You keep glazing me. Gonna get to my head. That's not good. Wait, does it still cut off my little? I feel like it does. I'm like tisking at you to put it simply. I hate the fact that if I start a stream accidentally with the wrong caption, it's going to keep it the whole way. At least like in the post. So that's annoying. But maybe people will get it. It's tracking the eyes more than the lips. Yeah, it is. The eye tracking is actually really good on my phone tracking, which is this right now. But I did enable lip sync on my computer, which only works on webcam apparently. So that's why it always looks so like on what is it? Like not expressionate? That is definitely not a word. I have no idea what I'm trying to say even. It looks bland, okay? It looks bland like this. I have to really open my mouth for it to even show like, ah. Can you see that I'm talking? I hate that. I hate that. And it's bad because I'm like close up too. But the eye tracking is really good, which I, well, kind of prefer because I'm really into like eye stuff. That sounds very wrong. I mean, like there's just a big focus on the eyes, and when I'm an artist, of course I'm gonna look at those. So yeah. Also, I feel like the smiling is a bit maybe too sensitive, you know? Like I raise my like mouth a bit, and it's gonna be like. But at the same time, that's kind of a good thing. Who doesn't love a smiley girl, you know? What the cat colors always say. You saw a VTuber and it's his 2.5-year anniversary. I mean, that's crazy, but also it's not even crazy if you don't know anything about the community. Because it's like, he had 7 views. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... Oh. Yeah, some people do it for a long time and they just don't really go anywhere. But like, it's okay if you do it for a hobby. I guess it's not all about the numbers. But it's sad when you have no reach because it's like you're putting yourself out there and people are just not receiving you. You're lagging. Oh, but it's okay. Okay. What was I? What I was about to do something. I don't remember. Oh, I never did my planned what is it like introdu? No, not introduction. Like that when you start a video or I guess a stream, you have a greeting, right? Like, well, not everybody. Some people just say, "Hey guys," and they just kind of go along with it. But I'm such a unique little snowflake. Yes, main character that I want my own. But I'm gonna be honest, the one that I have in mind, I have definitely stolen somewhere. I just know nowhere because I'm not creative enough to find some or like figure out something that's fun. Um, but I do like hello friends and enemies. I think it's cool because it's threatening, like in a weird way. But it's also like, yeah, I was supposed to use that today. I didn't. Frick me. But I guess that's fine. It's fine. It's also kind of unfortunate to start this late for me because everybody else is kind of like busy or already going to sleep or something. And I'm over here like, hello, come watch me. Um, do I have something interesting to say today? I feel like I had so many thoughts before I came in here, and now I'm just here like, pizza, you know, like head empty, no thoughts. Quite literally. Why did I have Honkai Star Rail on? Oh, I forgot about that. I might be stupid. I'm not surprised if I am. You're EP2. Yeah. It's, I mean, technically it's a good thing if you're sleepy, like, at night. You're supposed to be sleepy at night. But it's also like if you want to do something, it's annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I got my little emojis like done with the line art, the 34 that I've been doing this far, and some of them even have coloring. Now I'm just figuring out how to like stylize them, how that stylized I want them to be. So, well, I can't share my iPad to my computer. I think I can actually. I tried to Google it at one point, but I'm not sure how it how it would work actually, and I didn't have enough time to really tinker with that today. Otherwise, it would be actually lovely to just stream me drawing those to the end. I actually really want to dream the process of drawing this one picture that would be my starting and ending screen in the streams later, and probably my profile picture if it's pretty enough. But yeah, I don't draw on a computer, so I can't really show you. I technically could take a screenshot or something of it and send it to my laptop, but that's like I have to go through my Gmail and it's not ready, so it's kind of useless. But I can give you a sneak peek of this. I'm not gonna save it in full resolution because I have no reason to. Let's see here. Oh, there is a sneak peek already on Discord actually. I posted it last night when I was doing it. So if you go to the Discord and the art channel, you can see it there. It's like one of the pictures colored. This is actually a good thing. I can show you something while we're doing this, so that's kind of nice actually. Now here. Here. I hate that I don't have like I don't know if there is an easier way to send stuff from my phone to, or like iPad to my laptop. I'm not tech savvy enough for this stuff. So instead I send everything by Gmail, which is very slow and tedious, and I hate it. But I do it. So let's go here. I just misspelled Gmail so bad. What the hell is Gamil? Did it even send? Hello? I hate logging into everything twice. Why? Why? Now I'm gonna lose tracking again because I have to verify it by phone. Ah! Yes, it's me. Stop it. Do I? Okay. Great. I finally have the picture. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you. Does that have to be a video? Can I use this? All that to show me a bit. I know, right? That's why I hate this process so much. All this. I actually need like some sort of like easy just pow. This is what it's on my phone, you know? Here we go. Okay, this is the process right now. Little sneak peek. So you can see the bottom ones are ready, kind of. Let's go one by one here. Okay, so I did 3 of Roxy, as you can see, the little fox that we have always on screen. And I think it's a nice, you know, kind of including her more. I hate this black part bar that is like right here. It's kind of annoying, but okay. But yeah, and as you can see, the Roxy that is in the stream has just 2 yellow eyes, but actually my OC has 2 different eyes. So that's I did my own design because I can, because she's my OC. But yeah, then we have this. I don't know why I did it so aggressive. Do I just like peek? I can kind of put this behind me, huh? I'm gonna put it behind my model so that you can. Oh, but now it's under chat. Guess I'm going to move myself above chat too. Okay. Your messages are not gonna show now. But yeah. I hate that you cannot see my cursor right now. That's kind of annoying actually. But yeah, this one with the black background, it's kind of a meme one actually. But and it's very like unfitting to the rest of them. But it's your OC, you mean literally your real life self. I mean, the fox is not me, but the girl, the one that you're seeing, yeah, that's me. You can say that I'm kind of fox-like in real life, though. I've heard as much at least. But yeah, then there's the little kiss one. I'm going to probably have like a version with the kiss mark and without, because the pose is so good otherwise too. We have head pat. Then we have, this is the one that I stylized. This one in the corner. Or like the very, what is it? Side. In the right side. I thought your OC is inspired by your real life self. Auruska, the model that I'm using, she is inspired by me. She is me. But I'm talking about Roxy, the fox, that you're seeing in the bottom corner. That's my OC. She was my first OC ever, actually. Created in the terrible, terrible Gacha life, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say that OC. Because technically both are OCs, but Auruska is also like me. But yeah, we have a dumb one with the processing thing. We have a yawn, this kind of happy. Then we have a scared one, a question mark one. Then we have this peak upwards. We have crying. We have drinking my favorite drink, of course, the nectar of the gods, Coca-Cola. We have the wave. I really like this one actually. I really like the wave one. Wait, why do I say wave like that? Also, I love that my model is like responding to the color change. It's so funny. And then we have a little Halloween one. Now I look like I'm overexposed. That's crazy. But yeah, we have a Halloween one and this like very close up, kind of disturbed one. There's a laughing, crying. I don't even know what this next one is. It's just like an evil laugh. And I saw somebody have like a heart as the tongue. So that's kind of cute. So I kept it. Then this angel one is so cute. I think it's so pretty. I can't wait to color that. We have finger guns. We have another very zoomed in. This is what I imagined like if I were to say oi. But like as an anime girl, that's the oi face. We have a knife. We have a clown. Then there's the oogle eyes. This third one is speaking to you. Great. I mean, I'm going to put these in the Discord, so if you have Nitro, you can use these. There's the Psy one that I actually a little bit took inspiration from Child's the little sticker in Genshin, because he also has like a sigh. So yeah, that's of course I'm going to take inspiration from that. We have a little cheer one, or like raising the glass. We have side eye. We have what's up, baby girl. Lip bite, because that was very, very important to me. I needed to have some sort of lip bite, okay? It's actually kind of an inside joke in our group, right? That I have the little fuckboy emoji, the one with the cap and and lip bite and the hand. So yeah, that's my own version of it now. We have like gun. Ah! Hi Herb! Finally you can speak! And yes, that's... You can speak now! Also, you're a mod. I don't know if that helps you with the speaking privileges, but you're a mod now. You're welcome. I trust you to use that power in a good way. So yeah, we have a gun. We have a you dare speak to me, mortal. Basically this, but just like anime chibi girl. We have a celebration. We have AO. The text is still like kind of see-through because it's not colored, but it's going to look better when I do put the white in. We have another celebration, but this one is like with star eyes, and we have bonk. So yeah, those are my little emojis that we're gonna use. Wow! And hopefully I'll stylize them all to look like this heart one that you see here. It's the plan. This was me kind of trying out like how I want to do it, the finalized version, because all of the other ones they have like base colors. They don't have the shines or the eye highlights and stuff like that. Also, I kind of felt like not doing the eye. What are those? Like the black holes in your eyes. That sounds scary. Anyway, the black parts of your eye. So I didn't put them in, and I kind of like it like that. But I might change my mind yet. I don't know yet. But yeah, this is what we're doing, working with right now. And if I were to say my favorites right now, they are the kiss one, the head pat, the scared one, wave, the drink. Oh, my background just moved. This heart one, and the angel. Those are probably my favorites. In terms of like just me drawing them. You love the loading one, the stupid one. This no dots, head empty. Just leave it with no eye highlights. Honestly, I kind of might. It kind of fits. Love me some dead fish eyes like Child. I actually thought about leaving the eyes without highlights for a second because I kind of like the look of that too. But it also like looks a bit dull sometimes. But for this one, I do say why would be a good choice. But yeah, and I don't know if Herb heard, but these are Roxy, my first OC. Well, I did want to have like some sort of like animal so that I can first off I can break my what is this like fantasy trope a bit, because she has like modern sunglasses and stuff. And also if there's something that is like super cutesy uwu but I still want to have as a sticker but don't want to put myself into it, maybe then I can use Roxy, because foxes are cute. You love that it's a fox? Yeah, me too. That's why she is she is a fox. But yeah, and she has her original eye color. You can actually see here. There's one yellow and one this like turquoise that I also have. Fun fact, Roxy's eyes are inspired by mine, just like this model's are. So that's funny. This is like the purest form of like what is it, like growing as a person. Just like seeing your own OC like beats different versions. Well, not even, because Roxy is separate as I believe right now. Yeah, character development, right? Exactly that. But yeah, I'm gonna this picture away now. Say goodbye, people. You're gonna see them next in the Discord when I do finish them. I don't think it's going to take that long because I don't have anything tomorrow. No, I do. I do have something a little something tomorrow morning. But after that, if I don't fall asleep again, I'll finish those and put them in the Discord and everything. Oh, a Christmas hat is a good idea. I can do a second batch. I have a couple that were left over after those 36 that I could add to because there are good ones over there. I don't remember exactly which ones. Actually, I can check and tell you, but I can't show you because they don't even have line art. They're just plans. And also, I'm not sending that stuff to my Gmail again. That was so painful. Layer 2 has a Uno reverse, and you know that anime pose that people do with their glasses when the glasses like shine. Those are for the layer 2. But I can add a Christmas hat in there. Also, honestly, I love that actually. Since I have these elf ears, I would look good as an elf. It could be an elf hat too. But one that would be cute is like having Christmas lights all over. I think that's cute too. I am the Christmas tree. But yeah, I wonder if there are other holidays that have like something good. I guess Easter is a thing. But we can kind of tackle that when we get there. I just wanted to have Halloween because I love Halloween, so I know it's going to be used. But yeah. Did I ever put my Honkai Star Rail off? I wonder. I didn't. Let me take that away so it doesn't make me lag anymore. Need one for Absolute Cinema. Honestly, you could just do Absolute Cinema with this model. Let me raise my hands for a second. Nope. Wrong tracking. Hand tracking. Okay. Here. You could just cut this out, you know? Absolute Cinema, you know? You don't even need to draw a new little chibi. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Why did I do this? I know! I can't even... Hold on, let me do it with the other hand. Why are you not going down? Go down. Thank you. I can wave. It's so stupid. The hands really do have a mind of their own. But yeah. Also, one thing that would be kind of nice to do while doing these just chatting streams is painting my nails, because I've been watching my Halloween nails what is that word? Deteriorate. Basically get worse and worse through the last weeks, and I still haven't changed them. So I kind of want to paint them again. But I don't have like a camera, and I don't even know how I would plug it to my laptop to show you guys. So back of the mind, something that I could maybe do while just chatting, but don't expect it, at least not soon. But yeah, probably after this, if I don't just crash out and sleep, you know. I just realized crashing out nowadays also means like going crazy. But if I don't go sleep, I'm gonna paint my nails, and then I can put it in the Discord if I do something nice. If it ends up ugly, I'm not gonna put it anywhere because only I get to suffer with my ugly nails. I feel like I had so many things like planned to talk about, but now I have nothing in my mind. I'm just like that one emoji. I am kind of excited about those emojis, like getting them ready, because I also can like put those in TikToks. Like you know, I can make TikToks where I tell a story, and instead of you just looking at me telling it to you, I can like kind of storyboard it with the emojis. Like, isn't that great? I can become a what is it? Those storytime animators, but it's just still pictures. Would be so smart, right? It's so good. I love the perks of being an artist with this. I love it so much because I don't have to pay anybody to do anything for me if I can't just figure it out myself, which I have so far. Um, I've gotten everything for free. Like it's literally my own limitations that are like stopping me, and of course like however much reach I get, like how realistic it is to actually put the amount of effort into this. But so far, I've used a lot of time on this, and it's not like I'm gonna stop anyway. So it's fine either way. But yeah, since I look at other people, be like, yeah, it's about a month until I get this thing done, and then I have to wait this so that those get done. Like stickers, for example, they're like, oh hey, we're probably going to get them in a week. What my artist said, and I'm like, I am the artist. Wow. So that's nice. I like not depending on anybody because I don't trust people. I don't. Take your time. Of course I'm going to like I don't want to put out something that is not finished because do you know how many times I was like, okay, let's go with this model, and then I had to like push myself back and be like, hold on a second, girl. Is it actually done? Is it actually? Are you gonna finish it in time? And honestly, I almost didn't for my debut. I almost didn't. I had to fix the eye so many times, and it's still buggy. I forgot my shoulder armor that you can see now. Also, still, I hate the tracking for this. It's like looking downwards. I don't know why my chin does that, but I need to fix that. There are a couple things that I want to fix, and well, I haven't gotten around to it, but I can whenever I want to, so that's great. But yeah, I have a bad tendency to kind of rush things and jump from one thing to another and then put out something that is unfinished. So I'm trying to like keep it like, are you actually ready? Is it actually finished? And usually at some point I do notice that it's not. Burn yourself out. I don't think I will though, because like, I mean, I guess it's possible always, but this is like purely for fun for me, so I can just stop whenever. And honestly, I won't be missed much if I do stop suddenly. Like if I just, hey, I'm done with streaming, and I just never do it again. Nobody, like basically nobody's gonna know. It's fine, you know. But I want to do it, and I think that as long as that is true, and I'm excited about getting to stream, and I'm like, okay, I have free time today. Let's do it. Like as long as I have that drive, I think it's gonna be fine. But if it becomes a chore, like oh, I haven't streamed for 3 days, I have to. That's a bad sign for me, because that's what happens with like games that if I get burned out from them. Genshin, freaking get, but. Genshin is you have to do it if you want to get anywhere with it. I mean, okay, streaming is the same, but I don't have to get anywhere with it. I'm not going to cry if I don't hit like a milestone. I'm gonna be like, oh. But if I didn't work for it, I'm not gonna be like sad about it, you know? But with Genshin, I do get kind of sad when I don't get a character I want. But that's also because I have to keep logging in every day. Like it's very chore-like. How did this become me talking about Genshin again? I'm actually like criminally stuck on that game. I cannot not talk about it. Also, it's such a difficult game to explain to anybody who doesn't play it or like anything similar. They're like, oh, so it's like, what do you do in it exactly? And I'm like, a story, collect the characters. They're like You don't get to just pick. No. So there's this thing called wishing, and then you have to explain pity and standard banner and limited time banner and why it even matters at all. Like, it's a hard game to explain to normies. But I think I've made it. I think Che, one of my friends who is definitely a normal person, understands it a bit because she has heard about it so much from me. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, but honestly, when you're at the gym together and you're walking in the, what is it? I hate the word in English for it. The walking thing at the gym, that when you're doing that with a friend and you're just like looking for something to talk about to distract yourself from the fact that you're walking for an hour straight, because I hate walking. Um, it's a good time burner. God, what is that machine? I hate that it has a stupid name because it's not like one of those that like immediately comes to mind. Okay, I'm not gonna get treadmill. Why is it called a treadmill? I guess you tread on it, but God, walking machine. It's a walking machine. I mean, I guess there's even two types of those. There's the one that like goes by itself, the classic one, but there's also those that like speed up based on your speed. I used to actually run on those to get my stamina a bit better because I'm the least athletic person ever. Like couch potato by birth, okay? Even though I was an active kid and I've never been like very like big or anything, I've been like just enough active to like not gain a lot of weight or something. But I've never been like agile or like fast or anything. Like it's like walking at school. We had this like charity walk that you have to like walk this little, what is it? It was like a kilometer or something. And every time you did it, you donate like a specific amount of money to the charity. And it's a very nice cause. Uh, but as a kid, I was just like, I have to walk. I don't want to walk the whole day. Are you kidding me? I hated that. I hated it a lot. But yeah, but my parents were always like, they would instead like just up. What? You can choose the amount of money you donate based on the 1 kilometer. So my parents always put it kind of high, so that even if I did walk like 2 times it would still be like a fair amount. So at least they were smart. Walking all day, I would cry. Okay, it wasn't walking all day, it was walking like a school day and not even probably like the whole of it. Like maybe like 1, 2 hours max because we were elementary schoolers. What is it? What is it? We were in elementary school. I feel like my pronunciation is always getting worse. How is that possible? It should be getting better, not worse. Ah, I'm going to bite somebody's head off. Actually, would be easier with these fangs. There's a horrible chat lag. I don't know if it shows for you. I don't see it. It's odd. I mean, there's delay, of course. Like, if you send a message and you see it on the side, it's going to pop up on screen in like a couple of seconds. It's going to take like I think it's 7 seconds because it's not 5, but it's not like 10 seconds. So it's somewhere in the middle of that. But yeah, that's just delay. Broadcasting yourself live everywhere in the world kind of takes a second. You know. But I don't know if there's some other lag because that's not good. Everything should be working fine on my part, I think. Excellent, says my What is this? Which you're just being impatient. Honestly, real. I'm the most impatient person ever. I think you know, out of everybody, but like, I'm the most impatient person ever. Oh my god, I hate being patient. Like, I'm trying to think of something as an example, but I can't even think of anything. I hate when like it becomes to like, okay, let's talk. Like all thoughts just disappear out of your mind as if you never had any in your life. But when I'm alone, just like doing something, suddenly like I'm thinking of three different things at the same time, while Rickroll plays in the background. What do you mean things take time, right? Not to mention like sleeping, how much time that takes. I have no patience to sleep. Are you kidding me? I could be doing so many things right now. I hate the concept of sleep so much. And the people who say like, oh, I love sleeping, like, okay, who doesn't? But I hate painstakingly stopping everything I'm doing, going to sleep because I need it or something, and then not even being sleepy, so I end up just staring at the ceiling for multiple or whatever hours sometimes. But yeah, I love sleeping when I am sleeping. When I have to wake up, then I do love it. But I hate to go to sleep. And the people who say they love it either sleep just very easily, like they just fall asleep in 5 minutes. Their head hits the pillow and it's, you know, they're gone. Now, how to clip needed. There should be like a clip. Are you a mobile or laptop? Because there's a big difference. I have no idea how mobile clipping works. It's kind of ass, actually. Um, Yada yada yada. Hello. You're a mobile. Yeah, that's sad. I'll clip it later. I actually can put a mark there. Ouch. I'm adding a marker. I added a marker. So I'll find that clip later. Wait, what's on phone? Herbie's on phone. You may know what I need. What do I need? We were talking about sleeping and how much it sucks that humans have to. What are we finding out? Nothing, I don't think. Sleeping. Sleeping. You know, in bed, eyes closed, see dreams, sleeping. I know that I talk fast and incoherently, but jeez. Honk shoe? Is that how you write it? Honk shoe, honk shoe? Honestly, it would be easier to just like put a bunch of C's. That's how do you say that letter? I was about to complain about learning history. No. Let's not look at me for a second, and then decide if you really want to bring up that part of history. You know, maybe we're not qualified to talk about it. At least I am not. I'm not. Jeez, I would be the bad guy, even though I'm historically, even my country shouldn't even have that many I don't know, guilt about that stuff. What are you bonking me for? Oh hey, you missed out on the emojis, but there's a bonk one. I can show you. I'm gonna very quickly show you again. Here. Okay. Can you see the top right? There's a bonk there. Wait, is it right? It's left for you, isn't it? The top left. Yeah, it's a good one. It originally the inspiration that I had for it didn't even have the bonk, like the text, so I added that. But there's a lot of them. Also, I really like the Ayo one. Ayo? Ayo? Mm. Okay. But yeah, there's emojis. Wow. Now I'm gonna put this away again. Yeah, hey yo. The one is like middle in the top row, middle. Hey yo. The text is kind of badly visible because it's still see-through. And gun one. Yeah, okay. I actually have a couple thoughts about the gun one because I hate how modern the gun looks. But I wonder, like, would people even care that it's not like fitting to my lore, that it's a modern gun and not like a steampunk piece? Because I thought about like putting some cogs on it or something to make it a crossbow. Honestly, as much as I like that, that would be very difficult to draw, and I don't think it would give the same like what is it vibe as gun. You know, I because I'm going to name that sticker. I have like plans for the names of the stickers, and I'm going to just name that with caps gun. I saw like this clip of somebody like asking like if you were a wizard, what would your first spell be? And they were like gun. And I was like, yeah, okay. Great. I actually agree. That's fair. So since I can do magic, you know, hold up, where is it? Since I can do magic, um, why not have a gun? You know, keep the gun. I'm too lazy to draw all that. Yeah, actually, that's such a good question. If you were a wizard, what would your like first spell be? What spell be? Spelling bee? I am bee. Oh, I should make a little TikTok of explaining my nickname because nobody asked on my TikTok. Wait, what do you mean bee? Usually people ask about that nickname. Your spell would be insomnia. Ah, that's evil. You're like going the long route, like you're gonna be so fucking sleep deprived. You don't even know, bitch. I like that. That's evil. You were genuinely confused why my nickname is B. Okay, I'm going to explain it again. I feel like I have told this before, because usually people ask about it. You thought fox or something would be make more. Yeah, I've been compared to a fox too, which I love, as you can see maybe from Roxy. Um, but yeah, I've told her B. Yeah, okay. So B actually it comes from my nickname, like childhood nickname in Finnish, which is Amppari, and that means a wasp in Finnish basically, but it's kind of like a sweet version of wasp. So I translated it to bee. So now I use that everywhere. Like somebody's like, "Oh, what's your nickname?" Oh, I go bee. People call me a bee. And also, I kind of love it. It's small, yellow, and kind of scary if you piss it off. So yeah, I'm a bee. I think it's very fitting for me. Also, I love that people can like make puns about it or like something because Herb usually calls me like honeybee or something. Everyone genuinely gets such good nicknames in such interesting ways, right? It's so interesting how people like get nicknames. I love giving people nicknames if I do like figure out something, and it's usually like a inside joke. I genuinely love inside joke nicknames because those are the best ones, and that's why every time I like call J because that's I like having some sort of nickname for her, and also it's good for anonymity. How do you pronounce that word? Well, you know what I'm trying to say, not knowing who she is, you know? You got called Kira because people kept mispronouncing your name. Then your friend would, hey, you think like, then your friend said, hey, you think like Kira, you're the real Kira. Do you mean like Death Note Kira or something else? Also, Kira is a cool name. Like, I love that. I love it. Such a good name. Death Note Kira, yes, okay. I haven't watched Death Note, but I know things. Stan Misa. Death Note reference! Oh my god. I love that for once Herb has watched an anime and now she's like going crazy about it. I was so confused because I didn't know about Death Note back then. Oh. Yeah, okay, that must be confusing. But it's a golden reference. And again, it's a good name, a good nickname. I love it, and I do like that the anime uses it because it's a cool name. But yeah, actually, oh, now I know why I like the name so much because I've been, I draw, right? So I have a lot of OCs, and I usually name them something that is interesting to me, and the names that I have settled for like my favorites, as if this is very possible that if I ever were to become a mother, these would be like the names that I suggest for my kids, especially if there's like any reason to speak English around them, which are Lucia or Kiran. Not Kiran, with the E, without the E, like Kira and Anne. Kiran. I like those names so much, and they both mean light, so they could be like the light of my life, my kids. So yeah, that's like I'm very picky about names. So that's kind of an example of names that I like. Kira's been appreciated. Yes. But yeah, I like those names. And actually, Lucia is interesting in a couple of ways. First off, when in third grade we first started learning English, the teacher wanted us to learn English names also. So we got to choose our own like English version of our name, and you could just like twist your own name if you wanted to, but I wanted a completely new name, so I named myself Lucy, which is actually I do like it for myself. So yeah, Lucia kind of comes from that. Like you can see that even in third grade I already like the pronunciation of the word, or like name. And also Lucia is a Swedish, this like very famous like light-bringing young woman, or like a girl. I don't know. I think she's still like an adult, but she brings the light. The 13th, is it 13th or 12th? Anyway, in the in the beginning of December, there's a little parade and everything about her, and she has like candles on her head. So actually, there is some like history behind that name that also is kind of fitting, because even Finnish people kind of celebrate it. Not that much, but we do have the song and the little parade at school, where like one of the students gets the candles on their head, and then they go to the school and everything is dark, and you only like see the candles and the parade. I actually have been on the parade. I never was Lucia herself, but I was like suggested for the part by a friend, but instead we put her as Lucia because she's A, prettier, and second, she can like sing. I cannot, so I think it's more important that the actual Lucia can sing the song of Lucia, you know? So yeah. You doubt you'll be a mother, but if you are one day, you'll name them, you don't know. They'll have basic names. Eva, or if male, Ivan. Love those names. Do you love this? Yeah. I think it's fine to have basic names. I'm just personally not one of those people that wants my kids to have names that put like every second person that comes up to you, it would have the second name, same name, I mean. Because like me and my siblings all have like very unique names, and I love my parents for it. Even though I've suffered with cheese jokes my entire life, it's okay, because like it's I still like my name. There's just something about having your own unique name that nobody else in the world has that is somehow special, and I want to kind of pay that forward, if I can. Also, I'm just a crazy fantasy person, so of course I'm going to like figure out some crazy ethnic name for my kids. Just as long as it's not disrespectful. Because I think that Kiran actually, the one that I mentioned before, is like Arabic originally or something. So if that has like some very important connotations to it, I'm not going to use it. But I haven't researched it like that much. I just found it, know that it means light, and gave it to one of my OCs. And now I kind of love it. You forgot half the story. You were dozing off. You remember Lucia and the parade. That's really all you need to know because I don't even remember it that well. I just like the idea of girl with candles on her head. It's very pretty. I mean, you can Google it, I think. I don't know if it would show up in like English or like whatever Google, but with the right words. Hey, Lucia parade. It was 13th. Yeah, okay, I do remember. St. Lucy's Day in English, it seems. Well, yeah, you can Google it if you're curious about it. Girl with Candles reminds me of the Junji Ito story. I'm not sure who that is. Oh wait, that's a man. Well, there may be some like similarities. I mean, a lot of like kind of old stories have like some sort of connection to each other because people either they just have the same idea around the world or they get inspired by each other. Even like classic fairy tales, you know, the ones that are Disney films, they have like original versions and they have different adaptations and they just kind of collected all of those and made it like usually child friendly as Disney movies, and that's why people know them now as like those specific versions. Because yeah, I bet you didn't know that Ariel actually felt like she was walking on swords when she was stepping on land without her tail. That's from the original, I think. Um, so that and her tongue was cut off. Junji Ito makes like horror anime stories, as you know. Okay, because I thought that the name was kind of familiar. Maybe I've heard of this guy because I know a couple like Japanese horror story these like mangas. For example, the one where people go like into this human-sized holes in like inside this rock. I think that's a manga or something, and it's quite terrifying. I know he made some story of a guy associated with candles on his head, screws and weird eyes. Oh. And her tongue was cut off, yeah. I watched a lot of those, like, real stories of, like, Disney and other characters. I find it very fascinating, you know? I don't... Not me choking on my pizza. What did I say? Pizza like that? I should not speak and eat at the same time. But yeah, I find it really fascinating, those stories. And I think that's kind of obvious if you look at me at all. Although, I kind of like my D&D dice here, but I kind of like them. I kind of like having just like a toggle on. I wonder if there's something else that I could use, though. It is so cute. Look at the book wiggle. It wiggles. I wanted it to like show that it's floating, so I made it wiggle with me. I think it's very cute, but it's not really fitting right now. Oh, because we're not drawing. What else? I mean that one. I hate how that's. Let's do this. Book wiggle. You love true crime stories. Honestly, yeah. I do like them too. I just don't really often seek them out. But if one comes up like on YouTube for me, I will definitely watch it. But yeah, sometimes I get into those like rabbit holes of like horror stories and like true crime. But sometimes I stay far away because I want to sleep at night because I'm a very jumpy person. They're so interesting. But I don't watch them usually. Yeah, maybe same. Cause like they are so interesting, but I don't really seek them out either. But I think that's kind of normal, maybe. Like people usually don't look for those like scary things, but when they come across something that is kind of like clickbait or something, like, oh my god, this crazy thing, they're gonna get fascinated by it. Kudo sent you a scary video on Instagram. You started crying because it was that night. Oh, oh no. Never texting him at night. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess he lives on different time zones, so it was probably morning for him, and it was not scary. Hi, Roxy. Yeah, say hi back, Roxy. But yeah, he's very excited to send everybody up like everything. I think adding the little fox was actually a good idea, especially when we do get those redeems on. I don't know if that's ever going to happen because I'm not like getting like crazy views or anything, but it's okay. It's okay. Really, baby. Yeah. Or like Bobby, I guess was what you wrote. Mm. Oh, about true crime though, I did have this friend who was very fascinated with them, like in the beginning of high school. And one day we like started talking about it and like researching a bunch of like Wikipedia articles and stuff. And we would just like share like the craziest stories of like some serial killers we heard of. It was very very interesting. Um, so yeah, I learned a lot that day, and also like there was some sort of like after school activity after. So there was like some adult that just came up to us and was like, "What are you guys doing here? Your school ended like 3 hours ago." And we were just like, "Shh, this is interesting. Okay, wait a bit. We're talking." I don't even know why we didn't leave school. We could have just gone to one of our homes or something, or the library, just to like hang out. But we just stayed there because we got so engrossed in the talking. So recently found out there's something in common, and now I've been getting more stupid videos. Oh no. You watch them out of boredom, so it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to like stop boredom if you have somebody who sends you stuff. Your in real life friends don't like true crime, so you're just sticking to watching TikToks. Yeah, I mean that's some way, and you can always like find people online who like have similar interests. That's why I'm here, you know. But yeah, it's interesting when you do find like people who have the same interests. And it's sad when you don't because then you're like, I need to talk about this, but I can't talk to who would I talk to about this? Finding online people is easy. I don't find it that easy, but it's good if you think so. Talking to them is hard. Okay, yeah, that I agree with. Yeah, I'm terrible at starting conversations and like knowing when to like friend request somebody or something like that. So I'm very bad at talking to people online because even though I do want to, like, I want to talk to people, I just don't know how to do it without being weird, you know? You physically can't bring yourself to talk to somebody unless you're talked to first. Yeah, same. It's really hard to send that first message. Like I've even done that with like people who do send me the first message. I like ask them like, "Hey, I want to talk to this person, or I need to ask for help or something. What do I say?" And they're like, "Just send hi, just a plain hi." And I'm like, "No, that is terrible," because like it's putting yourself in that position when you're vulnerable and like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Do you want to talk to me?" And in case they reject you, ah, I hate that. And I just don't like to bother people, even though I know I have a very bothering personality. Like, I talk a lot, I'm annoying and stuff like that. So I don't want to like force people to listen to me if they don't want to. So that's why I don't send a first message, because if somebody feels obligated to speak to me, then I'm like, oh, I don't want that to happen, you know. So I just let them do the first step so that they don't have to feel like they're being forced to talk to. Listen, like I like meeting new people, but I need days to warm up to them. Like, what if I say something weird? What if I mess up? Talking with people is scary. Yeah, right. You don't want to force people to talk to you. Yeah. I feel like it's very common though, right? I feel like it's quite common that everybody kind of fears that being rejected in that sense, so they just don't do the first move. And this can go like for everything, including relationships and just like getting new friends. But it's not a good mindset to have. I'm saying this like fully aware that I struggle with it. It's not going to get you anywhere. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and do the first greeting, or just go to Roblox voice chat. I've never actually played Roblox on the voice chat. First off, I don't really have that much time to just like hang around Roblox. I can play it if like somebody else is playing with me, but like by myself, I don't usually. And I would still feel like the same as going to like a Discord server and being like, "Hey people, I'm here, talk to me." I would still feel annoying and forceful, and I wouldn't do that personally. But if it works for you, great. You like annoying people in voice chat. I mean, fair enough. It's fun. Very understandable. But yeah, I guess this is the kind of like everybody has their own like thing that makes them stressed or something. If you're at all an overthinker, this is going to get you, I guess. You sing in voice chat. I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. I don't know that song, but okay. And wait till someone American answers me. Honestly, if you do bait American people to talk to you, they're gonna, because they kind of have that culture of like just talking to everybody, which is crazy. American people are crazy. Hello, Americans. Uh, I don't know if I should say talk to me or not, because I genuinely don't know if I'm going to suffer because of that. Because uh, it's so hard being like social and like wanting social interaction, but also like wanting to have my own space. Because when somebody does interrupt me and like start talking to me when it's a bad time, I genuinely do get kind of annoyed and be like, "Why are you talking to me? Leave me alone." But also like I want people to talk to me, so that's very very backwards. Such a good song. You'll send it. Okay, I guess. I mean, you can still send it to the bot, so yeah. What is it? Sound alert. What is this? Uh-huh. You can't hear it? Is it not on? Was it not on? Well, I heard it. Interesting. Interesting song. But yeah, definitely haven't heard it before. I guess I don't just like look for those kind of songs. I have my own kind of music. I would say niche, but not even. It's not very niche. I don't think you need to send it again. You just listen to everything. I would say so too, usually. Like I have like if you're going to say like a popular meme song, like yes, I have listened to it, and like I feel like I've listened to everything that's popular, like everything that's kind of known. But if it's like something super random that nobody has really heard of, then I'm not gonna know it. You mean you like everything? You still have some songs genres you don't like? Yeah, I think that's normal though. But yeah, I guess whenever people ask me what songs I listen to, I usually just say pop because it's easier than trying to explain that I just listen to everything that sounds good, even though they are different genres and some of them are ironic and some of them are less ironic. K-pop is not your cup of tea. That's valid. It's honestly, it's not mine either, but there are some songs that really hit for me. So even though I don't consider myself like a K-pop fan or even like an active listener, there's still like a good few songs on my playlists because I do like some of them. You always say you like rock or metal since people in real life um know you most for that. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't one of those genres that I don't really get is metal. I do like rock, and I remember like as a kid like considering rock as metal because people are like so hardcore about rock. They're like rock and roll, yes, let's go. And then you listen to rock and it's like basically love songs, but they're just not pop, you know? Like even listening to my parents' childhood songs, and they're like, "This was the shit back in the day," and it's actually like nice and not like screeching in my ears. I mean, my dad does like metal too, but like when they're specifically talking about pop, no rock, it's not that. It's ah, what I'm trying to say is I do like rock, but as a kid I didn't know I did. Because I was stupid, I guess. You love metal. It scratches your brain, right? That's interesting. But yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does scratch, huh? It scratches my ears painfully. Now, I think there are probably some metal songs that I would still like, just because like you're gonna find a diamond in every single mine, you know, when you just dig hard enough. So yeah. That was an interesting metaphor I just used, and it definitely doesn't apply to real life. But I kind of like that I came up with it on the fly. You love loud sounds, but then you start to realize you're going to be deaf by 30. Oh, listen, I actually don't like loud sounds, so that might be it. Okay, I do like listening to my songs like pretty loud. I do like being like kind of surrounded by the music, so I don't hear anything else. But I don't like it to be like kind of noise in my ear. Like it's there's a big difference. Also, I get bothered by noise very easily, actually. Like if there's some little beeping or scratching or something, I'm immediately going to be like, what is that? Yeah. So like even somebody in public watching TikTok is very bothersome to me because like when you're not actively watching with somebody, it's just going to be annoying noise. Especially if it's my little brother watching his stupid teenager TikToks that are just like half of that. Do you remember that like 2015 laughing track that everybody uses, where it's like that Spanish guy laughing weirdly, and the video is not even funny, but there's still that laughing track on it? That's what I had to listen to like every day, like on 2020 or something. So now, now I get pissed off at people when they like play TikTok aloud somewhere in public because like headphones. I I love headphones. I love headphones. Like I refuse to have any sound on my devices if I don't have headphones. Um, you genuinely hate it when you hear some sound besides the music. Honestly, fair. If it's like if you like dance or something and you hear your breathing over the music, that's annoying. But like for metal, I mean, it's a bunch of noise anyway. So coughing, sneezing, scratching, talking, thumping, so annoying. Yeah, if it's bothering the music, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't mind it maybe that much. But I of course don't like to be bothered by noise when I'm trying to listen to something. But I mean, like, even if it's somewhere where there's no music, like, it's just like you're waiting in line at Subway because you're hungry or something, and there's somebody behind you who's blasting TikToks. I'm gonna look at them like this. Okay, the motto doesn't track right. Mm, yeah, so I don't like people who are like making unnecessary noise around others. The only sound you like is brown noise. If you really want it to be like quiet, what is brown noise? I know white noise. That's like something just kind of in the background that you don't really actively listen to. But what is brown noise? I just calm. Okay, I didn't know there's a term for it. That's interesting because I've seen those like memes of people like, oh sorry, I like to listen to white noise, or like I make white noise when I sleep, and it's them like making a race joke. I've seen those, but I didn't know other noises other than white, or like actual like terms. I don't even know where does white noise come from. Why is it called white? Why how can a noise have a color? Honestly, the fact that like senses are so weird and like you can kind of mix them up is crazy. Like, do you know like tasting something that tastes like how something smells? It's so weird. It's so weird. How does that happen? Because like genuinely, I feel like that happens a lot. Isn't that just white noise? That sounded like soft white noise and wind. So I guess that's brown noise. Um, you can't hear it, but that's basically brown noise. It's like wind. Love it. Okay, interesting. I would just listen to wind then. Um, but okay, cool. I'm not really a white noise listener, but what I do like easily sleep to is like somebody talking, like repeatedly, like telling a story, but they're not like raising or lowering their voice a lot. No, I'm not really a big ASMR person personally. I don't like somebody being in my ear and like scratching and making mouth now sounds. Like stop it, please stop slurping up my ear. Stop it. but but I do like just people like talking, just talking. That's very soothing to me, especially if it's just like some interesting story and they're just like telling it and 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 telling it, and it just like kind of keeps going, and you don't have to really do anything but just like listen to it. I really like that. You easily fall asleep to Final Fantasy music. I don't. I haven't played Final Fantasy, so I don't really know of those soundtracks. But I bet it's nice. You always put on music to sleep. I actually don't put music to sleep. I have had like I have fallen asleep with music, but that has always been accidental. So yeah, I don't listen to music while I sleep, other than like napping, and that is kind of like, oh, I'm just going to listen to it for a while. That's what happens, but I don't actively. Oh, I know this. Oh, that's pretty. I'm definitely going to add this to my playlist. Oh, it's pretty. I've heard that. Like, it's the right amount of like kind of fantasy like for me to like be like yes, yes, yes. And since it's game music, it shouldn't have copyright. So that's great. I hope it doesn't. I need to check that. But yeah. Mm. And it's already been 1.5 hours. You sleep to it. I might fall asleep right now. Honestly, it's a bit too active for me to fall asleep to. Like, I need kind of like actually calm music and to sleep. That was kind of like, let's get to paddle, music. But it's nice. It's nice. It's good for background music, for streaming. You fall asleep on weddings next to speakers. That's crazy. That's actually insane. But okay, wedding music, if it's not loud, that I can definitely like see myself falling asleep to. Slavic starter pack. Okay, I don't know what you play on weddings, I'm thinking of like pretty piano music. Like that I can definitely fall asleep to. I feel like I've fallen asleep a lot to Genshin music, if something. Pretty piano music, yeah. Like, okay, question. Are you thinking about like the after party of weddings or the altar part, the fancy piano crying part? Yeah, okay. Right. You're talking about the after party. That's crazy because isn't it like, dancing music like let's go because I cannot listen to like active party music um and sleep. I want to dance. I'm a very much like if I hear music, I'm going to move my body person. That's crazy. Dancing music, you fall asleep? How do you fall asleep when there's like stuff like thumping around and like okay, so you're sending another song? Crazy. Your brain works in an interesting way. Because like I need like soothing, like it doesn't like jump or lower a lot, like music or like talking to fall asleep, and you need like a carnival basically. That's insane. But I mean, if it works, it works. Kind of annoying though to fall asleep on the after party of like a celebration. I, you'd expect to want to stay up. That's interesting. Definitely sounds Slavic. I'm gonna say that. Um, yeah, I guess that's not like super like active dancing music, but it's still like active music, so that's interesting. They play that song. That's nice that it's kind of like a stable. I do like those like classic songs that like every time this plays. I even used to have on this I don't think it's like a wedding song, but it's like kind of a classic like dancing song in Finnish, I guess. I used to have the instrumental of it on this playlist, but then I got copyright claim, so I had to take it off. Sadly, how could you, YouTube? You love KT KT? You can dance to it. What is KT? You love it? Oh, I got all of the other ones. It's like typos, but I didn't get that one. Okay, yeah. I mean that's if it works for you, it probably like makes you feel at home since it's such a stable. So that's maybe why it like kind of comforts you to sleep. You should keep it typing, keep quickly, and you're tired. Yeah, it's okay. I was kind of poking fun at myself for not getting it. It'd be nice if there was um more chatters around, Trying to. Yeah, okay, I don't see anything different. Might be going to sleep soon. You have history tomorrow. Oh yeah. You no wanna. You don't want to? Understandable. I don't want to go to sleep either. The one girl was really fun to talk to. Oh yeah, yeah. In the last stream, it was nice that she popped in. Actually, know that person, so it was very nice that they popped in. You don't like history? That's crazy. But I guess I can understand that. It's kind of a boring subject if you're just not into it. I personally really like it. You might skip, but you can't because you have math too. Don't skip school. That's usually not a good idea. You'll just have homework and a harder time in the test. So I wouldn't recommend skipping, but I kind of get want to because like I would dream about skipping school all day. I never did, but I did think about it. You wish, but you don't. Yeah. You never skip. That's good. That's good. It's fun to think about it. Just like I could be doing so many things right now, but here I am stuck in class. But yeah, it's better to just not do it because you're gonna waste more time like reading back to that chapter that you missed and like trying to learn it by yourself. Especially if you like have a good teacher that actually like teaches the stuff. At least my history teacher was engaging and like you would really learn on his what I thought about like lectures, but I don't. They were like fancy lectures, like just lessons. The only time you skip school is when you have some tournaments or sickness. Yeah, well, those are acceptable. You have a good teacher, you just don't want him to like ask you. Yeah, okay, but he's trying to like keep you guys attentive so that you actually learn about stuff. Because if you are kind of dozing off, you're you're not gonna realize it maybe if you don't get kind of asked. But I understand the pressure because I've seen those people who like even if they know the answer, they just cannot in front of all people. I personally don't have that problem. I usually am very active as an answerer. Like they ask something and I'm if I know, I'm going to raise my hand because I like to be a know-it-all. Come on, close your book, stand up and answer my questions. Okay, that's crazy. You can answer questions, but you don't know anything. Okay, if he does that like before, that's crazy. I mean, I guess he's testing if you read ahead, if you had that as homework, then I kind of get it. But if it's just like off the bat, yeah, well, it's kind of hard. Our teacher did do that, like he would ask like, does somebody know about this thing before we get into it? Which is really nice because if there was somebody in the class who did know, and usually there was a few like smart kids that would know. Sometimes even I would answer before. We should like answer and like kind of give like this base foundation for the other students, and then he would explain. I like that type, and there's no pressure to answer because you haven't learned it yet. So it's like if somebody doesn't know or like anybody doesn't know, it's fine. You didn't know it yet. That's why we're here to learn it, you know. You mean you're learning about dictator now, so it's pretty much easy, but the rest of the politics, nah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I do kind of understand like being bored of like political history because that's so far the least interesting part personally, even though it's kind of the most important one technically because there's so much to learn like in terms of like human behavior and just like what not to do next time, you know, even though people keep forgetting about that part. But yeah, that's why history is so like important in school. Like so many people are like, oh well, that is so boring, I don't care who did what in the year whatever, potato mash and sausages, you know. That's a Finnish joke. um but it's so important because like you can learn everything that happened before you from history. Like, you know, you have all of the human knowledge like condensed in history. That's crazy. And people like kind of don't appreciate it enough to me. But I'm definitely more interested in like ancient cultures and like stuff like that. And not so much like wars. But I still learned them because like I just like knowing things. You don't like politics? That's fair. Let me learn about pyramids and all that. Yeah, yeah. Greek gods are amazing. I agree. I mean, look at where I am right now. This is very intentional, you know. I'm honestly, I love just like mythology and stuff like that. Oh, it's so good. And you'd rather have 6 classes of biology every week rather than 2 classes of history. That's insane. You love biology so much. It's so fun. Honestly, biology is fun, especially like if you can handle it. Okay, that kind of defense. different countries have this different idea of what is biology. Like some people call biology like everything about the human body, and some people call biology everything about nature, including the human body, and like and some people even like put geography like with it. So it's kind of insane. I'm going with the high school like expectation that it's like all about nature, and honestly, I'm not too into the nature part, but I was always interested in the anatomy part. I mean, surprising, I did kind of try to get to to med school, so that's why. You like the backgrounds I have there? Amazing, thank you. I think so too. They're actually, I just kind of download them from the internet, so they're free. And they're actually live backgrounds, and they're kind of hard to find. Like live like desktop backgrounds. But yeah, I just like put like keywords like fantasy and anime and stuff like that, and then I pick out the ones that I like the most, and then I use a video player that loops them behind me. So that's how I do it. Nature is sometimes interesting, yeah, and it's nice to know how everything works. You know, like again, if you're annoyed like me, it's great to know how things work. Love anatomy and all that. Even taking first aid classes for biology. Great. Yeah, me too. Okay, we're very similar in terms of this. Might be a med student in the future. You like it all. Yeah, there's a lot that comes with being a med student though. You need to be good with like all nature sciences really. Like you need to understand mathematics and chemistry, and usually they put physics with that too. And you have to also have like very not even mature. It's like kind of a cold view in life. Like you have to be able to separate work and real life and like emotions that come with those, because if you become any kind of like medical personnel, you're gonna see a lot of like just like terrible stuff, and you have to be able to like separate that from your real life and emotions, or otherwise it's going to take a big emotional toll on you. So just a heads up, it's not just about knowing about like cool anatomy stuff. It's also like having that huge emotional burden that comes with it. But yeah, can you see that I've been researching this a bit? You love all of nature and math is understandable. I mean, that's good. Chemistry is not your best side because you don't have a good teacher. Okay, that's an ouch. But thankfully, I mean, you can't always, just put your mind into it and learning more. But yeah, chemistry is kind of important for med stuff, because like as a doctor, what you actually do is write those prescriptions, and that is like chemistry and stuff like that. Physics is the same as chemistry. You understand them only when you get instructions. But also, like, it really depends on what level of school you're in, because like things are more or less easy the lower you are, and when you get to like high school and the final parts of that, like it's gonna be crazy, depending on what you had before that. And it's also like different in every country, because like in here, like stuff actually gets like really difficult in high school because I barely could complete that stuff. So yeah, it really depends on everything. But I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying that there's a lot that comes with it, and that's why it's so selective around the world. Like it takes a lot of like just trying to become a doctor, obviously, but like actually like, and even then when people do graduate, they're like, oh, this is hard. Like, okay, I did the schoolwork and that was hard, but this is hard. Like I've heard those stories. So yeah, you're in high school, switching to gymnasium to have more time to think what I want to do in the future and to learn about more things. Yeah, well, okay. Now I'm getting messed up with this with the terms, because like when I talk about high school, I mean like the part where you graduate and after that you go to like choose like what you want to do. Because I graduated that part, and sometimes that is high school, but I'm just using the word high school because I don't know what's like the best word for it in English. Our different terms are different for us. Yeah, they are. I'm talking about Lukio, but you don't know what that is, so I'm just saying high school in the place of it. But it's like, I guess you could say it's a step above, but I do think it's at the same age range as high school, so that part, that part. Um, and also again, different countries just have like different ways of doing stuff. So even if it is the same like age range, it could still be that one of those things is more difficult or not. Because I don't know. I haven't been to other schools. I just know that our education is good, but also kind of like high standards, you could say. So it's I don't know. But yeah, you mean you're calling it high school because it's the actual translation? Yeah. Well, my actual translation would be upper secondary school. So you tell me what that means. You're stumbling upon your words. Well, yeah. I mean, I get you. I'm literally like speaking live, and even I don't know the translations that well. So that's kind of difficult. But it's okay. Actually, we can just move on from this. It is already over 12 anyway, so I could just kind of end this and go to sleep. I mean, I've been working today, so I'm kind of tired. Yeah, you might go. Yeah, maybe we do end edit here. Also, oh, what? What? Oh, I thought there was like nobody else here, but now that I check it, there's like a couple people actually watching. But that's crazy. Why is it every time that I actually like kind of want to end stream, there's like people actually watching? You worked and you, yeah, I worked today and you have worked tomorrow. Yeah, it's there's always next time. Definitely there is. And like this is just us talking to each other. This is basically just we could talk like this on Discord. Like I don't know, it feels funny to do it live when it's just me risking just this stupid stutter that I have. It's not even stutter. It's just me not being able to put my thoughts into words quick enough. You just came late this time. Not even that late. I don't think I was in like 30 minutes or anything when you came in. Um, Also, you don't know why the others left. I don't know either. I mean, people are busy, you know. What can you do? Fine, English is not your first language. It isn't, yeah. But I still want to like. I feel like I sound stupid because I can't like speak it, you know, as eloquently as I want to, you know. I want to like sound smart and like more put together when I speak, but it doesn't really work because first off, my pronouncing is terrible, and second, I get lost on words a lot, and then I stumble over those words. So like, because I speak too fast, but that's just my brain, you know. Like, okay, I'm going to go in a tantrum, and after that, we'll try to stop this or like end this. But one tantrum before that. Is it tantrum? Tangent. I'm going to go on a tangent, not a tantrum. I'm not a toddler. I promise I'm not a toddler. Okay, that was a good example of me just messing up with words. Um, and now I forgot what I was supposed to say. Me talking fast. That's what I was talking about. Um, I talk a lot. Like, well, I do talk a lot, but I talk very fast too. In like just normally, even in my native language. It's actually worse than English because I can't just spit out words without thinking about it because it's my mother tongue. But And I don't really even notice it. Just when people point it out, like, oh, you talk so fast. And I'm like, no, I don't. You just talk slow. And not even that, like, usually other people in real life don't bother me if they talk slow. I don't really have people that do that around me. But in online and like in YouTube videos, it does bother me. So I do watch everything on double speed. But yeah, like I don't really notice it in conversation, but other people do notice that I do it in conversation. And my grandma, like one time, she was like, "Oh yeah, you know that you're getting old when you can't tell what Auro is saying." And I was like, "Oh damn, do I really talk that fast?" Apparently, yes. So now that my grandma is getting kind of older, I have to kind of chill out and like um, slower, just slow in my words, slow my words. How do you say that in proper English? Maybe it's like time and weather makes changes in your behavior and speech too. No, that can actually be true too. Like just because I'm tired, I might stutter a bit more. Maybe you get told you speak loudly. Like no, this is my normal volume. Okay, I get told that too, especially when I get like excited and I start like, especially like these tangents that I get on. Like I don't know, I get so into it that I just like kind of I wouldn't say yell, but like just like talk loud. And then people have to like, hey, Auro, chill out. They do this like very specific gesture of like putting their hand up and then lowering it, like tone it down. And I always look at them like, huh? Because I don't notice it. But I think that's very human for anybody who gets a bit excited about whatever they're talking about. Like I see this with everybody. And it's so weird when I have to point it out for somebody else. Hey, you're talking a bit loud. Because like I know that I'm the worst offender of it. Angel, you're yelling again. Tone it down. Fine, I'm not gonna tell you the story now. Yeah, I feel that. It's a real boss kill when somebody says to you that you're talking too loud. But honestly, like I kind of get it. Like if you have ever seen one of those people that just get into something and they start talking loud, and you're like, oh, we're in public. Hey, tone it down. You like it gets awkward. So it's I prefer that people do tell me, hey, you're talking loud, and just like tone it down and keep going instead of like getting mad at it, because like they're just trying to be polite and remind you that hey, you're like bothering other people, and I don't want to bother other people. Yeah, tone it down, huh? Me? No, you. Now let me continue speaking. Honestly, I mean, it's fair to feel that way, but it's I think it's mature to just listen and be like, okay, I'm going to tone it down. Because usually the people are right, and they're not saying it in like a negative way. They usually want to hear you speak. They just don't want to have an awkward social situation around it because you're being a bit too loud. Because other people are going to start side-eyeing you. At least here. In the quiet, introverted Finland, people are going to side-eye you if you're very loud. And because I am loud, they're definitely going to do it. We refuse to continue speaking after getting told to tone it down because it was you were really blah, 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 blah. You were excited to tell the story and then it ruined your mood. Yeah, I get it because yeah, that happens all the time. Oh, my tracking. That's definitely a sign to wrap it up soon. But yeah, I really get that. But honestly, you can't do anything else about it. You just have to kind of get it because I know that it's a buzzkill. It's terrible, but I mean, you can do anything about it. You're if you're bothering other people, of course you'd probably want to like let's say instead of you, it was somebody else, not even your friend or something. You don't know this person. You just know that they're talking loud and you can't hear your own thoughts because they're yelling right next to you. You would want their friend to tell them to hey, tone it down. Keep telling your story, but tone it down too, right? So just think that now you're the person. You would want to do that to everybody else around you, right? Because it's polite. It's it's what you do in social situations, even if you're excited. And I know it's sad that you have to like tone down your excitement, but honestly, usually like the story is not even like that mind-blowing. And it's fine to be excited about it, of course, but like you don't need to bother other people with. In Balkans, you would be surprised of how loud people speak. I mean, cultures differ definitely. So maybe it can be a bit more of a hit if somebody tells you to quiet down. But still, I think that most places have this like social acceptability of like how loud you can be when you're just being around in public. So I think it's still polite to kind of try to go along with it. But, I mean, I know that I should be wrapping up, but I kind of don't want to. Like, I'm having a good tangent right now. I'm going to wrap it up if I get like one of those, I don't know what to say anymore. But I'm getting excited right now. I'm probably talking very loud right now too. So actually, this is such a good way of like kind of getting all that excitement out of me, because like I have so many things to say and tell, and I do get excited about it. So I don't have to bother people in public and my friends with my explaining all the time if I do it in a vacuum online like this. So that's a big reason why I even am here, because I just have a lot of things to say and I get excited about it. So at least if it's engaging, somebody else is going to like maybe appreciate it instead of be bothered by it. And if they aren't, they can click off, you know, it's great. You would like to continue, but you're scared for tomorrow. I mean, you can leave anytime. I'm just going to continue blabbering by myself. It's going to be a bit less interesting if I'm by myself, but that's not your burden to have, really. And you know, I have all control, so I can just end it whenever I want to. I don't want other people to be like burned by my hobby. You might go down now then. You go sleep, please. Okay, good night. I'm going to explain my tangent to the end if I do remember where I left it off. I mean, I was talking about speaking quickly, but yeah, like I just don't notice it when until other people like point it out. And like I have family members who are like used to it, of course. So they say that they don't even notice it anymore because I always do it. One thing that my mom did point out, though, you know, the woman who has raised me, you know, always has heard me blabber to myself, you know. Well, not to myself, but so fast. When I was told, or like, I got to announce, or like, when I was, how do I say this like normally? When I was in the first grade of high school, I got to be the announcer for our prom, which is basically people like dancing in front of an audience, and then after that there's like party part. But this is like a kind of a fancy event instead of like the American prom, you could say. So I was the announcer for my first year. The people who dance are second years. So when I did that, I got told to kind of chill out and speak slower, because of course I speak very quickly, so nobody's going to understand me if I just speak like this. And it gets it gets worse when I get nervous, because I'm just trying to like kind of get all of the words out before I can mess up. And when I already speak fast, it's definitely like very hard to understand. So I was trying to speak slower, and my mom came to watch one of the shows. We had like 4 shows in the day, and one of them was like a night show with parents coming to watch, because of course parents are going to want to see their kid perform. That's like the big thing, the night show. But yeah, but my mom came to watch it too, because you just can't do that. And I mean, I was kind of performing. I was the announcer, so she wanted to see that. And she said it's very clear that I was told to speak slower, because instead of speaking like say my words slower, I just took longer gaps between them. So yeah, I didn't really succeed, but I didn't get like other notes other than that. They said that I was fine, and I was like personally asked to do it, because like they said that I seem like a good sport that I could do it technically, or like I have the right attitude to announce or something. It was nice. I do like that. The like random second years like knew me as that girl and wanted to ask me to do it, and I was so excited to be a part of it before I even got to dance myself. But yeah, um, don't tell me to slow down my words. I'm just going to take bigger gaps, I guess. That's uh, but yeah, I guess that's something that I should work on, like learning to speak very slowly. But it's so unnatural to me. I hate it. And it's almost the same as watching like a YouTube video on normal speed, or like let's say half speed for people who do watch them normally. Like that's what it feels like to me. Like it's just get on with it, you know? Yes, and all the time. It's stupid. Oh, that's so silly. But yeah, that is me. Also, a funny thing that happened during that announcing thing. I had a partner. It was another like a first year that I actually didn't really know before that. It was a boy, um, and we were both like chosen to do it. So um, even though we didn't really know, we would just like normally chat between those like announcing things and like kind of joke around and stuff. I think we got along pretty well, and we did kind of become. I guess you could say we were friends by the end of high school. But anyway, it was fun that we were like chosen to be there. So we were kind of cracking jokes and everything. And my mom said that she was sitting at like the very end of what the audience, like the very top end, so that because she like came in late or something. Because oh, I'm stuttering so much. So when these prom things happen, the evening show is usually like pretty filled up, depending on wherever it is. Usually it's like at schools or something. At least ours was. It's like the school gymnasium, gy- school gym, but there's like the part where audience can sit. Why is this so hard to explain? So yeah, so my mom came pretty late, so she just stayed in the like very top row, and she like said to like the woman next to her or something, "That's my daughter." When I was announcing, and the woman says, "Oh, the other announcer is my son." It's crazy. They were sitting next to each other, me and the guy's mom, like or my and the guy's mom. But yeah, so they even had a chat, and I found out about that from my mom later. It was very funny. I'm such a bad storyteller. At least I feel like it because I keep like struggling with my words. I hope to get better at it because I do love telling stories, but like you kind of lose the punchline, or like I guess the punchline is at jokes, but like still like the point of it when it's so much like how do I say this blah, 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 in the middle of it, and I'm trying to get better at that. But also like I don't think at all before I say things. Like actually, there's nothing going on in my head. Maybe like, oh hey, I want to bring this thing up, and then I just start talking about it. So that's why I have these like stutters and like little what am I saying parts, because I don't think beforehand. I just start telling. So that's why I have to like stop and be like, okay, how do I format this story? But yeah, I hope that doesn't take away from it too much. And if it does, that I at least improve with time. Because I do have a lot of stupid stories like that to tell. And like still like the coincidence that my mom was sitting right next to his mom. That's so funny. Actually, to say something embarrassing just to wrap it up, I actually did ask that same guy as my partner for the next year for like dancing part, because I thought that, oh well, I don't know that many boys in my grade, and he's nice. We like got along pretty well, and like he's taller than me, which is nice too. I'm pretty tall, so not to say that that was a huge concern for me, but usually girls are very like strict about it, like, oh, he has to be taller than me. especially with the dance thing. I wasn't that concerned because I know I'm tall, but I still like preferred it, you know? I mean, it looks cuter when the guy is a bit taller when you're dancing, you know? But yeah, so I did ask him, and it took like, I remember just being like kind of tortured because he did view my message and he didn't reply. And then he said something like, "Oh, hey, so many people are asking me. I don't know about it." Because, of course, he was a nice guy who was tall. Of course, everybody's going to ask him. So yeah, I think it kind of got to his head, and then he ended up like choosing like a childhood friend or something. I don't know. But yeah, and I did get asked later by somebody else who was kind of like a elementary a school friend. You could, we weren't really like official friends or anything, but we were on the same grade in elementary school, so we did know each other, so it was kind of more comfortable. So yeah, I did get my partner and everything was fine. But I just remember being so embarrassed that I even did ask. I shouldn't have. But I mean, sometimes you just have to do that, you know? Sometimes you just gotta ask and then get kind of disappointed because you thought that you just got along well and it wasn't like anything special, you know? I mean, the dance was special, but like the partnering up with a specific person wasn't that special to me. I actually had this rule that was if somebody asks me, I'm going to say yes anyway. Because like if you're going to go as far as to ask me and there's like no explicit reason for me to say no, I'm going to say yes because like, well, one, I don't have other options really. And two, I mean, I admire the courage, you know, and that's kind of what happened because I did get asked like the very last days. There was like the teacher that was organizing this did like put us into groups and was like, okay, who doesn't have a partner yet? And then she like organized it and was like, okay, there were a lot of girls that were like left over. We had less guys than girls. So she just like put all the girls together and was like, okay, do you dance with each other or will you figure it out? And everybody was like, give us a minute to figure it out. And like, I think the same day or like the next day or something, I got the message, hey, do you want to dance with me? And I was like, yes, I don't have to worry about this anymore. Because that was terrifying. You know, the waiting. And especially, you know, knowing that I'm a bit tall, like not a lot of guys will just like kind of throw themselves at me. I don't think that I'm super intimidating, but also I guess I am. So yeah, I was kind of afraid that nobody's going to even think about it. And when I do say I'm tall, like I mean that in kind of like quotes, like because I know for a fact somebody's imagining me to be like 6'5" or something, which is crazy. I would love to be 6'5". That would be so cool. But yeah, I'm not that tall. I'm just taller than average girls, and if I have like heels or something, like then I'm gonna look down at boys and they're gonna be like, oh shit, oh no. Actually, my sister is like a couple centimeters taller than me. Like you could say an inch in English or American freedom units. Oh my, I love that term. Anyway, so when she put on heels for her graduation, and those were like some chunky heels, I'm telling you. And when she's already tall, the boys that were like next to her were like, "Oh, you decided to put on heels," and she's like, "Yeah, I did." Honestly, it's so nice being a tall girl, but sometimes I'm just like, I wish I was short, so I could be like cute and like pocket size, but also at least I'm less likely to get kidnapped or something. I guess not really, not really. I'm afraid. If somebody wanted to kidnap me, I think they would be able to. If they're like at all bigger or stronger than me, I'm very weak. But at least I don't look like an easy victim because I'm a bit taller and I think I carry myself in a way that makes people kind of hesitant. I'm I hate that I have to say that, but I don't think that I'm approachable, sadly. I think I'm like okay, I think I'm pretty and stuff like that, but I don't think that I'm like super approachable. Even if I don't have like a resting bitch face or anything, I don't think I do. If anything, I probably have like a resting dumb face, like just like No, that's it, empty. That's more probable. But I haven't heard from anybody that I look any certain way when I'm just resting my face. But I'm still not approached, so that might just be Finnish people though. They don't approach you anyway, so good for that. Anyway, I've been rambling for a half minute again. I wonder if I should just keep going because I'm kind of enjoying myself, or if I just should should go sleep. Should I sleep? I do wonder. Well, I guess I hit kind of a stalemate. So yeah, I'm not finding anything else to talk about right now. I did have a good tangent right there though, so that's entertaining enough. So I'm going to say good night and um well, somebody it might be morning already, I don't know. Good whatever time of day it is. I'm going to go sleep now and what is a good ending? Oh, yeah, my phone is already saying no, I'm running out of battery. Stop it, please. Yeah, that's definitely a sign. Okay, bye bye.